gonna give you guys a little update on me and what's going on with me and the kids. So I told you guys that I had went to the hospital or whatever, and I don't know if some of you even went as far as, you know, almost towards the end of the video, I want to say, but I definitely was already diagnosed, or whatever you want to call it, with the illness, disease, whatever you want to call it. I can't say the word right. It starts with a P. I know my lining on my heart is, around my heart, is inflamed. So I already know what it is. I do want to say thank you to everyone who gave me recommendations on like healthy natural ways to control the inflammation until I go see a cardiologist, because I'm drinking this turmeric tea. This turmeric tea with, I put cinnamon and honey in it, and it honestly, I think it's working. My heart rate hasn't went above like 112 today, so that's good. Mind you guys, I'm not running or doing anything crazy. It's just walking fast, jumping out of the bed fast, getting off the ground fast. Like anything like spikes my heart rate. So I've been trying to use the breathing app on my Apple Watch. I've been trying to monitor a little closely. I don't want to scare myself because I'm going to tell you guys a story. So I want to say not too long ago, maybe 2 days ago, or yeah, 2 days ago, I was home and I was at my dad's and Jennifer's, just chilling with Jennifer outside. I had ran inside because I saw King was about to spit on his brothers with his water. They have a thing where they spit at each other, whatever, kids are kids. So I went in there and, like, you know, I got loud with him because Malachi was sleeping. You know, the twins were taking their nap and he was supposed to be relaxing, and I got, you know, upset with him. I went outside and I mean, like, out of nowhere I sat down. I could feel my heart rate start like jumping out of nowhere, and I looked at my watch and it went from like, I want to say 61 to 100, and then 120, 140, 160. And you know, like during that time, I'm noticing that I'm starting to get lightheaded. My heart felt like it was about to jump out of my chest, or just like drop, or like just stop. Honestly, I'm gonna get emotional. Oh my god, I have no idea why. So, you know, I'm talking to Jennifer and I'm like, can you please just come rub my back, you know? And she's so calm. I don't understand. She saw like my heart rate, but she was so calm. She was telling me to relax and, you know, breathe. And she told me if I feel like I'm like having shortness of breath or I can't really control it, I need to put my head in between my legs, because that helps the blood flow, or, you know, whatever. So I did that, and, you know, we were able to get it under control for that moment. But I noticed that my heart, like, it was steadily like, it was steadily like just jumping. And she was like, you know, once we got it under control, she was like, oh yeah, you got your color back, like you need to go rest. And so I'm guessing I turned pale. I felt it, like my fingers were, the fingertips were starting to turn white and blue. Like, it was just so weird, and my veins are popping out. So I just went in the house, I lay down. I tried to get some rest with King, but I was just so nervous. I was almost nauseous as well. So it took about 3 hours. I want to say I took like a 3-hour nap. I honestly didn't even get to rest right away, but I took about like a 2.5-hour nap, 3 hours. But it took that long for my heart to kind of get back to normal, because I couldn't rest until I felt rested. Like, my heart was still pounding crazy. It was still at 120. I would keep looking at my watch, and I'm resting at this point, and that's like what my heart rate was at. So don't mind the background, King's up and they're doing work outside of my window. Like, that scared me like half to death, literally. And also like with the hyperventilating or whatever, like I could have just been scaring myself by looking at my watch. So, you know, that's that. And then like at night, my heart just races. Like it'll wake me up. Like I get cold sweats, and like I have to take my clothes off because I will sweat through a shirt. So, you know, at night I sometimes get woken up just from my heart racing. I don't know how, but I'll sit there and I'll play meditation music so I can calm down. And then like last night, King busted in my room. He was crying because he peed on himself, and he scared me. So my heart rate was like through the roof again. And I'm just trying to stay positive because, you know, adding extra stress and worrying and everything like that will continue to contribute to the way I'm feeling on the inside. And honestly, like I just need to calm down. I don't know what else to do. Like I can't be the hard mama that I want to be sometimes because King do not listen. Like I'm trying to get structure. I've already looked into a daycare, so I'm trying to stay positive until I go see my cardiologist. I go see the cardiologist in 2 weeks, so I'm trying my best to just thug it out, push it out, work it out, whatever. Like I'm trying my hardest. My parents, obviously, like Jennifer still works and my dad works all day every day, so you know, like I definitely have to teach myself patience. I have to teach myself calmness. I have to teach the kids patience and calmness. Like it's a work in progress. I can't even stand up and do my hair without my heart starting to race. Like I can feel when I need to sit down. I do take medication, but it's only going to last for 10 days. So I still have like another, you know, 4 or 5 days until I go see the cardiologist. And then I'm hoping I get good news when I go back. Like I just don't want this to be here anymore. It makes me nervous every day now. Besides sleeping, I guess I don't really, my mind is never eased. Like besides me resting and sleeping at night, like my mind is never eased. I'm always thinking about it, but I'm always trying to stay busy. But then when I get busy, my heart rate starts to shoot just a little bit. So I've been trying to take everything into consideration. I know a lot of people are saying daycare. Look, I tried to explain my situation as best as I could. I do not have a working car anymore. When I was in Fort Wayne, it did whatever. I don't have a working car right now. The kids are not in daycare right now because one, they're being funky about Malachi not walking. I noticed when I told them I have twins that are... I'm sorry, I got a phone call, so I don't really know where we went with that, but basically the daycares want Malachi to walk. He's learning to walk. So I did try and explain my situation to the kids, his dad, David, whatever. Like I tried to explain my situation to him, and you know, he sent me his prayers or whatever the first night. I didn't know that I would have this little condition or whatever for 2 to 6 weeks. So then, you know, I asked him for help, and you know, it's just a little bit of back and forth with dates. He wants me to have everything, like he wants me to have babysitters for him so he can work. He wants me to know exactly when I need him to get them. Like I'm just trying to make it easy. I'm trying to let him pick, but he wants me to meet him halfway. I don't have a car, but that's like something that I have to go talk to my dad. I have to talk to my mom in Fort Wayne. I have to talk to his parents. And it just seems like I'm being a bother to everyone. So I probably won't send all of the kids to Fort Wayne. I'll probably try and at least get King to Fort Wayne because everyone loves to watch King. You know, the twins are hard. I get it. My mom is the only one that has ever dealt with twins. And I even tried to get everyone to have 1 kid here, 2 kids. That like I'm trying to help everyone help me. So if no one can help me, that's fine. I will deal. I've been dealing on my, like I've literally been doing this alone for a while. I get help here and there, whether it's sending diapers or wipes, or David has been sending money for the kids weekly. But this whole virtual, like, I can only talk to people on the phone, nobody want, you know, like, I get it. I chose to move, I chose to be away, you know. Like, with all of what's been going on with me, I just find it so funny that I got 100 phone calls like, you're about to get evicted, what's going on, what's wrong with you, how could you do this, how could you let you and your kids be homeless? But as soon as I say I have my heart is like, you know, I need help, and my heart is kind of like in the mud right now, it's crickets. It's like, oh, I'll help if I can, or nobody's like wondering what the fuck is going on. Like, I just think it's so weird. People are in my business when they want to be, because it's like people pick and choose what they want to be involved with, especially family. Don't get me started on family either. I have to try and find babysitters. My stepdad, my brother and sister's dad, the twins' dad, he called me and we were talking about it. He's like, you know, well, he is the one who said, you know, call David and tell him that, you know, hey, you know, Big Sean and Akezia can, you know, take the kids for me. My brother is in Fort Wayne. I'm sure he would take King for me. It's like, we have a village, we have support. It's just that my support is limited because I only have 2 people here. I don't want to overwork them, even though they're not gonna, it's not overworking to them. They're the grandparents, and they said when I moved down here they would do all that they could, as long as it doesn't hurt them, to help me. As much as you guys are saying you need to do this, like, I am trying for daycare. Nobody's even going to accept my kids, let alone just one, until mid-August. I've been trying since May. Like, there's one daycare that won't even take both of the twins at the same time. One will take one in December and take the other in March. Like, I don't know what everyone expects. I'm not this superhero. I try to be, but I'm not. Especially when it comes to my heart. I did not know it was this serious. Like, I thought my body was fine. You know, on top of the stress, like, it is definitely hard. So, you know, if I send one kid to Fort Wayne, it'll be King and it'll be fine. Like, because he's the most needy kid. But then again, like, I only have, you know, about 2 or 3 weeks to kind of get a break before he goes to daycare. Like, I'm trying. I really am trying. It's not easy when you don't want to ask for help, because every time I ask for help, there's either condition, limitations, or it's I can't, like, or excuses, you know? So I have learned not to ask for help, but then when I got here, not asking for help almost feels like not a slap in the face to my parents, but, you know, they told me, you know, I'm coming down here I'm getting a headache. I moved down here because I felt like this was the best support I had right now versus Indiana. Now, I'm not saying everybody just said fuck me in Indiana, but at the same time, that's how it felt a lot. But, like, I mean, like everyone says, you cannot pour from an empty cup. My cup is literally drying out because of how limited I am right now. Like, I can't even, not that I want to, but I can't discipline my kids without my heart going through, I can't discipline King without my heart going through the roof. I'm not saying that I need to, but I can only sit him in timeout. He gets up out of timeout and runs around. He just needs structure. He needs his dad. Since he's gone here, he's gotten better because he has my dad. My dad also works so much, you guys. I can't be at their house every day either because I need to work. I need to clean my house. I need to fucking clean my house too. It still feels like I'm moving in here. Like, it is hard and I am breathing, but I'm just letting it all out because at this point, I don't know what else to do. Like, the person I would be venting to right now is dead. The person that I would be crying to right now is dead, because everyone's just gonna tell me that, like, it's okay, you gotta do what you gotta do, suck it up, and I know that. But I would absolutely love to just have Delon back so I can vent to him and get it off my chest, because I can't just, I don't want to call anyone and interrupt their daily routine, you know what I'm saying? I've already vented to my parents, but with them being parents and them knowing my situation, I already know what they're kind of gonna say, like, to me. Like, for one, my dad tells me I need to be stronger, you know, don't give in, like, stand my ground when it comes to co-parenting and everything, and I get it, but like, and he's told me, you know, people go through worse things than me, so, you know, I'm trying to see the good in everything. He's gonna help me with daycare, like, I am trying, but I guess, I don't know.